right, you lovely people. We got quite a bombshell in the way. This is coming straight from Courtney Love, and behind the scene, right, of another facets of Johnny Depp character. She was interviewed on House Inhabit live on Instagram, so you can check that out if it's still on. But I wanted to share this with you because it's pretty freaking awesome. So let's listen together again.
Make judgments publicly. I just want to tell you that Johnny gave me CPR in 1995 when I overdosed outside the Viper Room with Sal. Johnny, when I was on crack, and Frances was having to suffer through that with all these social workers, wrote her a 4-page letter that she's never showed me on her 13th birthday. Didn't even really know me. Then he sent limos to her school where all the social workers were crawling around, again, unasked, for her and all her friends to go to both Pirates. Did it a bunch of times. Gave her own seat with her name on it. I've never seen one of those Pirates movies, but she loved them. And, she said to me when she was 13, Mommy, he saved my life. And she said it again. And he gave her own trailer. I mean, I love you.
I mean, first of all, there's a lot to unpack here because the first thing is Johnny Depp gave her CPR, right, to resuscitate her from basically being dead, most likely, because she overdosed. So outside the Viper Room, when probably Johnny Depp at the Viper Room, I don't know if this happened before River Phoenix died or after. If it's after, probably Johnny Depp was sensitized a little bit because he lost a friend there. Could be that. But also the fact, that he was so close to the daughter and asked, knowing that Courtney Love was going through a really rough time in her life after the husband took his life. They were both junkies. So I cannot even imagine the hell those two people trying to have a family together with a kid they must have gone through, because to do crack, oh my God, poor souls. Rest in peace, Kurt Cobain. But Jesus.
Lastly, there's a lot to it, I guess. I've been the most hated woman in America. I've been the most hated woman in the world before TikTok, and I have a lot of empathy for what that must feel like for Amber. Man, wow, right? Can you imagine being her? Jesus. That if you use a movement for your own personal gain and you inhabit queer, feminist, intersectional spaces and you abuse that moment, then I hope justice gets served, whatever it is. And I think we should have less schadenfreude and more empathy for all concerned. Having said that, Laura Wasser would never call TMZ.
Laura Wasser would never call TMZ. I mean, it's insane. It's insane. I mean, I can understand the empathy part. If you're anybody, I've said this in many videos in the past too, or in some in similar ways, that of course a normal person, a good person, sees all of this and thinks also like, oh wow, I don't want to be this human being that keeps having hatred towards this villain, even though it's obvious that what she did was wrong. And also here, Courtney Love is showing exactly that same empathy. And you can only hope that the people involved, in this case her, grows, and not being like a damaged goods longer in their existence, because, Johnny Depp got away and he's living his life, but there are other people in a life of somebody broken that way that will be affected in the present right now by that behavior if nothing gets done, if this person is unable to stay in therapy or to work on themselves. They're going to be more victim of whatever is going to happen, right? So yeah, in that way you just hope that people manage to find a way to heal and to grow and to mature, so that they don't have to leave a wreckage of, a trail of wreckage as they keep on going with the same pattern. So I find this video short but quite revealing and interesting of the kindness that Johnny Depp has displayed. And again, it's another of many showing that probably Johnny is full of empathy, and he understood the difficulties and wanted to do whatever he could to do his part. I don't know how familiar they were with Kurt Cobain. I don't know if they knew each other. That would be also interesting to know. But yeah, if I find more on this, I will share it with you. I'm also curious about your thoughts. And please consider subscribing, all right? Check also my covers if you want. We're doing a little bit of everything on the channel. And I'll keep you posted. Ciao.